the world. You're all watching me right now. Many of you are going to see me later. Some of you are going to digest this message later. But listen to me very carefully. It will be a shame that out of, even if Nigeria is lawless, it will be a shame that we cannot find the first-class lawyers. They should name their price. They should tell us what it's going to cost. We will start with 25 million, like I said. It will be a shame that we cannot find a first-class Yoruba son or daughter lawyer who will stand up and say, listen, I will do this pro bono. But with the 25 million legal aid, I can hire helping hand. I can get extra hands. We can make this happen. We want to see things happen. When Igboho said he needed help, we raised over 50 million naira. Within 30 days, from here and there, we could see that part of those things we bought were the buses and other equipment destroyed by the Nigerian DSS. They were not meant to fight the government. They were not meant to harm anyone. They were supposed to be vigilantes. The solution of Igbohos and everyone who came together to defend Yoruba land. They were meant to be referred to as vigilantes. They were meant to be given legal backing. They were meant to be given political backing. They were not meant to be criminalized. They were not meant to be haunted. They were not meant to be sent into exile. When Igboho called for help then, we responded greatly. Many of you who actually responded, you are watching me right now. And for the past 6 months, you have been waiting. You have been waiting, expecting something to happen. We have all been expecting. But so far, so good. It seems that we have just been relying on the wrong people. But the only person that can tell us if they are right or wrong people is going to be Igboho himself. Igboho is going to sack his lawyer if we ask him to do so. If he wants to do it, and the moment he does that, we will launch the 25 million naira legal aid, where we can then hire the proper hands, the real people. Many of them watching from the trenches. Many of them trying to do it or get to do something independently. Let's assemble a team. Let's assemble a real team. A team that we can talk to. A team that can come here and tell us that we are doing this. They will present evidence. If Benin Republic is going to say yes or no to anything, we have people we can ask for. Aliyu is not working for us. I haven't seen the evidence of that. And I am not saying it's not been doing anything, so to say. But whatever he's been doing, I think it is just to keep getting that payment for the service or the hope that someday, the court is going to say, oh yeah, come to court. Listen, we will no longer wait. And we will no longer wait for anybody's permission. Now, to do it right as well, when I talk about permission, we have a Ilana Omo Oodua UK. We have a Ilana Omo Oodua UK. They are registered here. They are legally registered in the UK. Okay? Therefore, we know those behind that. And therefore, me, Maiyegun, I'm also going to put my own reputation on the line once again. And this time around, it will be for the good cause. For an innocent man that is unjustly locked up. And I'm calling on you, Yoruba sons and daughters, all over the world. When that bell rings, when that sound, when that sound comes, please respond. Please respond. We need to take this into a different way. Yes, people are doing whatever they call diplomatic, whatever, behind the scene. There's a lot of things that can be done. I am so surprised that after 6 months, we have not been able to actually influence our Yoruba brothers and sisters in Benin Republic. Hello. Benin Republic's population, whatever it is today, the Yorubas controls 22% of that population. That's a massive number. Igboho has been in the Benin Republic detention for over 6 months. And yet, we have not been able to influence the political community, the Yoruba community in Benin Republic. We have been unable to influence the Yoruba political class of Benin Republic. What are these guys really doing? They said this guy is from Benin Republic. He understands their law. He knows how to get us out of this. And guess what? They just make it look so ridiculous. Igboho is not abandoned. We have just been asking the wrong people to do it for us. We will no longer ask them. I am going to bring it, after speaking to Igboho, after getting his authorization, if that should ever come, which will be like the second stage, the first stage rather. The second one is going to be me bringing on this platform the representatives of the Adeyemo Igboho that are going to come here to take responsibility for every penny that we are going to give to them as a legal aid after they have assembled the proper legal team in Benin Republic, in Nigeria, and elsewhere that we will need them. When they come here to say, yes, we will assemble them, and now we have them, yes, we will begin to fund them. So how that is going to go, this funding I am proposing is never going to be administered independently by Adeyemo Igboho or any group of that matter. It is going to be implemented by Maiyegun General. And this is why, and I love it, I call myself a one-man mopo. And when I do things like this, there is always something called the digital, the digital footprints. When you ask people to raise money, let them raise it publicly. Don't give them private accounts. Don't give them any whatever account. Don't give them all this account whatever. Put it out there. Go fund me and every other public funding or fundraising platform. Raise that fund. Whoever give 1 penny, whoever give $1, whoever give £1, from where and when, their names, and from where the whole world can see it. And therefore, if you now say you raised £50,000, and then you have these lawyers and Adeyemo Igboho UK who received in batches as it will be, whatever they receive, and whatever that goes to, whoever collects that, this record is what people need so that you can monitor your results. I have done it before. I can do it again, but I need the authorization of the man you want to do it for. These are my proposals. You can have yours. There is no longer sleeping. There's no longer talking. There's no longer just kind of ranting. It is time to act. And when this approval ever comes, and when this fundraiser become public, I would encourage everyone who actually really cares, if you actually care, to join in that fundraiser. Let us know who is fighting for Igboho. Let us know why they are holding him. Let us know who is behind it. In fact, let us force Benin Republic to answer to their own crime. Benin Republic has been committing a crime, holding Igboho illegally. They said they have no evidence. They have no crime. They have no crime against him. They said Nigeria said they should hold him. For over 6 months, they are holding Igboho. And yet, they will not tell us what the evidence are from Nigeria. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no evidence. In Nigeria, just in August 2021, just few months, or sorry, let's say few weeks after Igboho was kidnapped by Benin Republic on the order of Boko Haram in Nigeria, simply because Igboho asked that the Yorubas should stand up, defend yourselves. Nigerian government said, your land or your life. Nigerian government said, learn how to live with your killers. In fact, that's not how they put it. They said, learn how to live with your brothers. And these brothers they are talking about, these are the AK-47 wielding criminals who kidnap people on the highway, in the communities, on their farms. They wreak havoc. These are real terrorists. But guess what? The fight is all about land. They occupied lands in our part of Yoruba, the part of Nigeria, the Yoruba land. Politicians know about them. The political class know them very well. The religious class, they know them very well. The traditional class knows them very well. People knows them very well. But what they have learned is to live in denial of it. Igboho chose to speak up. He raised alarm. We responded. He got help. He became good enough to encourage more people to defend their communities. Don't let your mothers, your sisters, don't let them fall victims of rape. Don't let anybody you love end up in the hands of terrorists that will march them into kilometers of kilometers of distance in the forest, and during the day, during the night, raining, cold, hot, whatever it is, they made them suffer. And when they couldn't pay the ransom after they get kidnapped, what happened? They get killed and their organs are harvested. Somebody raised alarm, and that person, they said, is a non-state actor. A non-state actor is somebody that they didn't give authority to go and act and go after terrorists or go after criminals. But the government won't do anything. They said, learn how to live with them. Learn how to live with your brothers. How do you learn how to live with your killers? We all said no. Many of us who live outside Nigeria, we have families there. Many of us have fallen victims of having to go and borrow money. We go into debt simply because our family members are kidnapped. Ransoms are meant to be paid. We see these things. Politicians just denying them. They rob them off. They make them look like it's inconsequential. When you stand up, when you speak up, they want you to watch what you say, or you will be classified as a non-state actor, a criminal, somebody who is trying to defend himself against criminal. Then you automatically become a criminal because what you are doing is called incitement in Nigeria. And when they say you are inciting people to defend themselves, then you lose your rights. Who does that? Igboho raised the alarm, and we are going to help now. He can't raise that alarm now, and I bet it is there asking himself, what are people really doing when they talk about me? So many of us live abroad, and because we didn't know much of what is going on until somebody said, this is happening. People return back to Nigeria with all their life savings from abroad, and they go back there to invest their money. And they ended up in the hands of kidnappers. Those unlucky ones they got killed. We have evidence. But in Nigeria, it is absolutely like nothing to them, because Nigerian has kind of, psychologically somehow brutalized people into this state of no empathy. They don't feel anything. Once you get killed, once this happened to you, they just feel like, well, it's one of those. They move on to the next one until you become the next one, until the other person become the next one. But somebody raised the alarm. Nigeria won't defend us. Let's defend ourselves. They said it's a non-state actor. How can you be a non-state actor? There are other non-state actors committing this crime. If the politicians are doing the right thing, if the authority are doing the right thing, right, there will be no need for Igboho. There will be no need for any young people trying to harm themselves, in order to defend themselves. There will be no need for all of this. They failed, and that gave birth to this, and he's been punished for that. Are you with me? This is our dilemma. And that is why it is the right thing to do if he is going to accept our offer. Remember the last time I was asking all of us, I said, let us call on those who are fighting for Yoruba nation to our hands that we wanted to help. But somehow they haven't been able to figure out how they are going to take our help. Because for the first time that the Yorubas in the diaspora responded to the issue of Yoruba land was when this insecurity escalated. And Igboho single-handedly called us to help. And so many platforms raised the money. And in this case, it gave birth to so many black blood, bad blood, which I said, if I have to say so many things, it's really not going to help. And I'm not going to go into that. The moment Igboho left, it became a big problem to coordinate. How can we get people to do things? And since then, they couldn't take it. So this time around, I am no longer going through anybody. I am going to go through Oloye Sunday Igboho himself. If I have that chance and he agrees, and I can get that evidence right here for all of you, then we are going to launch it. All this Jagba. Benin Republic extended this. We are working to get him out. We are doing this and that. We are all there. We are working behind the scene. All these things just make this looks like a joke to me. It's pretty much like whether we like it or not, some people are making money from this. And my first point of call is the legal team from Benin Republic. So tonight, this is me, and I know so many of my friends will agree with me. I am passing a vote of no confidence on that Benin Republic lawyer. If Igboho turn around to say, hey, Maiyegun, you don't understand. Let's assume that now us no understand. Igboho is comfortable where he is, and he is comfortable with his lawyer. Maybe now us just the overreact. Maybe now us maybe now we they do too know. I am not going to be ashamed to come here and tell you that, my friends, well. It be like saying now, it be like saying now us just the overreact. I am not even talking about Olajen Gbesi now. I don't even care about all those lawyers anymore now. Let them continue to do what they say they are doing. You see that one from Benin Republic? We don't need the Nigeria court. We don't need a Nigerian lawyer in Nigerian court to get Oloye Sunday Igboho's case or to help us drag Benin Republic, yeah? To drag them out. Because as we speak right now, everybody will say, oh, it's the political class. It's the Obasanjo. It's the Tinubu. It's this person. Everybody have their own people they are suspecting. I don't give a damn about all those anymore. Enjoy that, because some of you are right. But those ones are no longer helping us. But you see that Benin Republic in the whole thing, people don't see that Benin Republic is committing an international crime as we speak right now. Benin Republic have no legal means, no legal reason to hold Igboho, but they are holding him. But many of us are saying, now this person, that's why they are holding him. It is because of this person. Who gives a damn? Because the lawyer who is there, his job is to get him out. I don't want to listen to Awikonko. Come on. What is my business with Awikonko? I don't need to listen to anybody anymore. It's like some of you are not even listening. I told you, whatever idea I have, whatever idea you have, whatever anything everyone has, right? Explore them. But you see this one that I have, which I have found very, very important right now, or else we have to go and start listening to Awikonko, listening to my good brother Koiki, listening to this place. Everybody have their own ideas. I no longer need all the ideas anymore. And this is not a sign of disrespect. And if that sounds like a sign of disrespect to you, alaye body who gives a damn about your respect or whatever it is, I personally don't anymore. At this point, all those things, I even told you, Shenobi, it was not on this same platform we said, let us reach out to the leadership of Ilanomo Odua. For how many months now? Can anybody give us the real answer and say, hey, this is what we are working on it. It's going to, you know what I mean? But if we go into all of that, we are going to begin to say, this one is not doing fine. That one is not doing well. But me, when you blame everybody, where is Benin Republic in the whole thing? It is not Buhari that is holding Igboho. It is not Obasanjo that is holding Igboho. It is not Ifnombu that is holding Igboho. It is Benin Republic that is illegally holding Igboho. So you can have all ideas. But you see this particular one, I am going to ask Igboho himself. Benin Republic just feel like, you know what I mean? So this time around, we can then say, yeah, there's actually a legal team. Yeah, that is actually one. And before you actually call them legal team, they have to come and tell us like, okay, no, but none of you, see, all of you call yourself lawyers, Abi. At least you have been following this issue for this so time. You are a lawyer. You know what research you need to do. Can you handle this? We want Benin Republic and the rest of them dragged out, and Igboho must be freed because they are holding him illegally. Somebody needs to do that. Not just social media, not just media. The lawyer is telling us the latest. What is the latest? Which latest? The latest that Benin Republic is going to extend 6 months. Is that latest? Do you have it written somewhere? Do you have where Benin Republic wrote it and they said to Oloye Sunday Igboho's lawyer, we are going to hold Igboho for another 6 months. Yours faithfully, Benin Republic, Benin Republic. Can you present that? I mean, I don't care about all this, about this one sokwe, that one sokwe anymore. And I don't want to come here and start doing this sokwe myself. And let me say this again, so that you can understand the point very well. We know so many of you who personally, as a group, collectively, and what have you, in the last 7 months, that Benin Republic has been holding Oloye Sunday Igboho illegally. We know many of you who have spent your personal money. We know many of you who have spent your personal time. We know many of you who have actually traveled down to Benin Republic to see what you could do. I am not calling your efforts a waste. No, they are not. What I'm saying right now is this. Everybody have done what they said they would do. Fine. Nobody is giving us any clear answer. No. Okay? Now let's do it our way. Let's do it our way. I don't want to be one of those that will be like, we are going to show them. Oh, we are going to break him out of prison. People can make all kind of assertion. But when Igboho was talking to us in the diaspora, he wasn't mincing his words. He said, if all of you in diaspora, if you are dreaming for a day that you are going to return home, whether you will become older or you make some money enough that you want to go back to Yoruba land to invest and help your people. Some of us have that dream. Some of us in our 40s, 50s, 60s. You have that dream. When I become 60 years old, I can't live abroad anymore. I'm going to have to return to Nigeria. In fact, I want to invest in poultry. Oh, you see, there's this business. I want to invest in agriculture. Oh, this business. You all have those dreams, don't you? Until this last 10 years of Nigeria, where many of you are beginning to readjust your plan. Oh, I'm going to go to Nigeria. There's this, some cheap land. If you go to all this new, I went to Nigeria, the last time I went to Nigeria, yeah, they just constructed this highway. You see that place in the next 10 years, it's going to be a big real estate, what have you, around that place. And I have this money, I'm going to go and invest it. All of you have those dreams. But in the last 10 years, you have been readjusting those dreams. I'm not saying people are not going back. Oh, there are people going back who still taking their money to Nigeria. Oh, okay. But as you can see, the insecurity in Nigeria has made many of you to readjust your plan, your finance, the risk, and the rest of that. And as you wake up every day, you continue to try to adjust the plan. You are not telling yourself that it's because of what Nigeria has become. But I am telling you now that you know it. The moment Igboho came into the picture, many of you decided to support him if there is going to be security. Even some of you even supported Igboho for the safety of Yoruba land, but you don't support that Nigeria should break up. Do you know that? Because some of you don't even know that there are people who actually supported the security of Yoruba land with their money from abroad because they know what impact of insecurity can be on the people, including themselves. They supported, they raised money for that money you see online, that money. Some of them, they didn't raise that money because of Yoruba nation. They raised the money because Igboho said, we are going to protect Yoruba land. All of us should get volunteers, should get ready. So there are people who did. Thank you very much, by the way. My dear person, Lit Lochi. One second. I think I got another one. Dupe Adeniyi. Thank you very much for your super sticker and super chat as well. Okay. So insecurity has made many of you to continue to adjust when you are going to go back, So which means Yoruba land is not really that safe. There are some of you, you can no longer relocate there. Some of you, you don't want to take your entire family down. Now, if you even take your entire family down to Europe, to Nigeria, to Yoruba land, most of you would rather stay in Lagos, right? Except if you have small money that you can fly to Ondo, Akure, and then maybe, you all read about the news all the time, the insecurity and the rest of that. So Igboho had that capacity to say, go ahead, my people. I think it is time. And we are not asking him to pay anything. We just want to structure a funding that we are going to call legal aid. And we're going to fund that money through a legally registered Yoruba organization in the UK, which would then be the one whose name will be on that legal paper that will hire the new legal team that will help us indeed make this discovery. Yes, they want to keep Igboho in their prison until their 2023 election, but they also have another plan. That plan is to get him out when the political campaigns in Nigeria get to the hottest parts, when it becomes so obvious that the northern Nigeria and their political class, they are playing these southern mughals who have continually support the oppressive, the unfair system called Nigeria against their own people from every part of Nigeria. So once they discover that they have been defrauded, and this time around, they are going to lose real big, despite the fact that they sacrificed their people to be murdered and continually murdered by different murderous groups, including the Nigerian military, and they continue to look away in the name of one Nigeria, one Nigeria. When they finally discover that it's all sham, the power is not coming back to them, they're not going to taste it. They're going to continue to play second fiddle, and they are going to continue to get fed the crumbs that they share to them from the huge extortion that they get from their from the southern Nigeria. When there comes to a light, they are likely going to further join us in pushing for Oluye Sunday Igboho's release. They are going to join us in pushing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. And all of this are going to happen if we have real people who are actually really fighting and not just cashing out on us. We don't have confidence in the Oloye Sunday, the man who claimed to be the legal representatives of Oloye Sunday Igboho. Yeah, we no longer have confidence in it. I no longer have confidence in him. So I am passing a vote of confidence. A vote of no confidence on that lawyer. Okay. And if you agree with me, you can just put it out there. Yes, we pass a vote of no confidence on this lawyer, and we wait for Igboho to say whether we are right or wrong. Please, let me say this now as a caveat, okay? We are only offering to help. Are you with me? What I'm proposing is an offer to help. He is at the liberty to say no. So don't raise your hope much and feel like, yes, let's do it. I know I have people. We do, as I told you, we don't need to be many. We know ourselves. Okay. Once I come here and I say, and I explain myself how this is going to work and how that's going to work, I have my real people who are going to rise up. Okay. They want it well defined. They want it well clearly explained, and they want the whole how this is going to be indeed reported as expected, right? But if Igboho says, we know I don't need your help, Jare, all of una on social media, una just they overreact, I will come back here and say, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to another topic. Igboho doesn't need our help. Are you with me? That doesn't mean that we are not going to continue to demand for his release. But if he says, nah, we're making a mission, sure, you get me now? We will not take offense. We'll just take our loss. We'll just be like, oh boy, we'll forget time. Let's go to another topic. But on this one, we are tired. We are done for the media paparazzi on the issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho. On the issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho in particular. Please be very clear. Let's be very clear here. This that I'm talking about is about Oloye Sunday Igboho. This is not about fundraiser for Yoruba Nation. This is not about fundraiser for Ilanomo Odua. I hope this is clear enough because I'm going to open the line now. And then you can tell me, Maiyegun, you are wrong. And I will sit down and I will say, no, wahala. I will still talk to Igboho myself. This proposal is not for Ilanomo Odua, Nigeria, Ilanomo Odua, UK, or Ilanomo Odua, anywhere. At the same time, this fundraiser is not going to be for Yoruba Nation, anything that has to do with Yoruba Nation. Let's be very clear so that we don't muddle things up, okay? And once we have the approval, we go for what we want. So if they think we can't get that done, what we are going to say is that watch us. So on this, I hope I have managed to convince you, not to confuse you about our next and 2022 brotherhood projects. I made that up, okay? I just made that up. But you know what I'm trying to say? Our project for 2022, right here as Omo Yoruba, Omo Luabi, who agrees that even if you don't like Sunday Igboho, but you personally knows that this is injustice taken too far. And you cannot expect the people who are doing this injustice to give you justice without a fight. I'm talking about a real fight. So you may not like Igboho. Or why would you not like Igboho, sir? Why would you not? What would make you not like Igboho? I mean, ask yourself, what did he do wrong? What did he do? Well, if you disagree with him on some occasion, I mean, on some issues and what have you, fine. But you know this is injustice, right? So we are tired of talking. We need to act. 2022, free Oloye Sunday Igboho is now going to go beyond waiting on some people to give us results. And I hope, like I said, in this my an hour presentation, I hope I have managed to convince you that this is necessary now and not to confuse you. And as I speak right now, there is no yes to this proposal yet. If you kind of agree with me, or more, we will raise it. We will even raise 50 million. We will raise 100 million. Whatever it's going to take to force Benin Republic to be responsible for their action. Not just Nigeria. We will do it. All of you who know about crypto, you know, some of you know this about chain, what do you call it? Chain block, whatever, cryptocurrencies and coins and the rest of that. Many of you would like to support via that. If Oloye Sunday Igboho says, yes, that's a brilliant idea, Maiyegun, thank you, do it. Tell people that I agree. Oh boy, ẹran fòfó níṣẹ́, ẹni kò jẹ dáadáa. Ibi tí yóò rán mi dé, màá jẹ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, àtún deliver jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. If you don't know about Maiyegun, maybe you should check my record when it comes to the ability to rally people around and pursue something that is significant and effective enough that people can say, wow, 2022, this is it. Yeah. So whether Benin Republic extended him for 1 year, for 2 years, we don't want Igboho to pay that lawyer anymore. And if anybody is in Ilanomo Odua who disagree with what we are saying, and Igboho agrees, like I said, we will give no damn we'll give no damn about how anybody feels, okay? And look at me very well if you are watching. This is not a sign of disrespect, okay? I have acknowledged your efforts. We have acknowledged everything you have, because if not for what you have done, maybe things would have probably been worse than this. But listen to me, everyone, right? Keeping Igboho in detention illegally for committing no crime is worse than anything. And we are no longer going to wait for you to act. Rather, we are going to ask you, every one of you, in every Yoruba freedom agitation and what have you group, we will ask every one of you to support this once it becomes official. But if some of you have better influence, that you are going to also tell Igboho not to listen. This thing Maiyegun is talking about is going to give us a problem. No problem. It is not a competition. It is not a do or die. We are only trying to help. If Igboho says no, then no show. Let me go and make extra tea. I'll open my line and then we'll take it on from there. Until then, if you are just joining, remember, you can still share this video. Like the video. Let everyone knows about it, because this is going to be a series that you will always need an update. Trust me, you're always going to need an update about what I'm about to start, or about on this what we are all about to start. Let's put it that way. But let me make extra tea, and I'll be back in a minute. Like I said.